Welcome to my Tango practice channel. Today we'll be talking about shoes, specifically about high heels. Your shoes have a great impact on your comfort. They can facilitate your dance, and on the long term, they influence the health of your feet. So choosing your Tango shoes wisely is quite important. I wanted to do this video since a very long time, and I finally gathered all the infos and the tips I personally use when I choose my shoes or when I give recommendations to my students. First, the shoe size. The shoe is the right size when the back of the shoe ends under the back of your heel for open models. If you have a closed heel, it's the same thing, but it's not really visible. It is too big if it passes your heel or too small if ending under your heel. For the front fit, you want the shoe grabbing your foot. It is too big if you slide forward or if you can pass one finger under. It is too small if it is entering your skin or cutting you. Turquoise proposes normal and narrow models. Other brands might offer wide models. It means for the same length, the width of the shoe is different. The fit around the ankle. It should pass under the ankle bone, the malleole, and end on the upper part of the heel in the back. Especially closed models should not pass the crease of the ankle, otherwise it might be hurtful. The heel height. If you are not used to heels, start low, between 5 and 6.5 centimeters if available. The norm is usually around 7.5 centimeters. I would not recommend higher heels unless your arch is very pronounced. You want the best possible match between the arch of your foot and the arch of your shoe. Keep in mind that the shoe is normally narrower with a higher heel. And I've noticed that not everybody measures the heels the same way, so you may find different numbers for similar heels. Choosing the model. Closed heels usually gives a feeling of safety, especially if you are new to heel. My personal choice is open heels because it looks and feels lighter. You will notice a little gap happening under your heel when you walk. This is normal as this part of the shoe is not flexible. I never recommend closed toes because it prevents you from using the end of your toes and doesn't allow you to develop awareness in this area. Open models present different toe coverage. It should at least cover the first articulation on the top. The rest of the toe coverage will be your personal preference. More coverage will give you a bigger sense of sturdiness, while less coverage will give you a sensation of freedom. The inner part should pass about the bone. Unless you have a proeminent and painful bone, then you might want to choose a cross model where you can adjust the straps around the articulation. I use a T-band because it prevents my toes to exit the shoe when pointing my feet, because I want to avoid wardrobe incidents, especially when performing. Some models are even closer on the top. Make sure the model follows the natural curves of your feet. The strap. By itself, the strap doesn't hold your shoe to your feet alone. The fitting of the shoe is way more important than the strap. When you tie your shoes, it should not squeeze your Achilles, and your ankles should be free to move. You can choose a model with straps around your arch to feel safer. My main criteria for choosing the material is stretchiness. Leathers and metallic leathers stretch very easily and quite fast. Because I use my shoes a lot, this doesn't really make sense for me. But the leather will adapt to your feet, so this would be a comfortable choice. Coming second is suede leather, and then the fabrics with or without glitters. I usually choose them for classes and social dancing. Finally, the least stretchy being stony fabrics, and patent leather. I prefer them for performances since they will be pretty much the same every time and they give a little extra support. Sometimes patent leather would stick onto each other. If you struggle with this, just put a little bit of oil, baby oil, olive oil, to avoid the stickiness. The sole. Leather sole can be used outdoors, are usually quite slippery on most surfaces. It gives the shoes some stiffness. Suede leather is definitely unusable outdoors and you should avoid wetting them. It usually keeps the shoes somewhat flexible and gives a good adherence to many surfaces. Turquoise is using a special material that gives, in my opinion, the best ratio adherence slipperiness on most surfaces. The padding. More padding means more comfort and less pain. So if you are especially sensitive or dancing long hours, prefer a thick one. For performances, I avoid very thick ones because they will slow down my dance as it takes time to enter and exit the padding. The heel position should allow the shoe to find its own balance. Even few millimeters right or left make a big difference. It should be placed in a way that supports directly your heel. When placed more inward, it will give a more resting sensation than placed closer to the edge. And the final tip for choosing the color. Colors close to your skin tone will make your leg look longer, while contrasting colors will cut your leg and make it look shorter. Thank you for watching. Let me know if you have any questions, and see you soon.